there. It's live. We're live. We're live on air. Okay, guys. Hello, welcome. This is just a kind of a quick impromptu short training session. So if you're watching this, guys, you're using my video technique to help build your business. So we've got all these gorgeous girls down the bottom who've had success, who've had some success, and some are just starting, some are getting really stuck into it and really enjoying the benefits of this technique. Now, I'll just quickly share what I went to last year's conference, because I've been in this business since March last year, and I went to the August conference. Now, what happens at a conference really absolutely changes your business. So I think everybody on the panel here is coming to the conference, and so it's going to be so exciting. But what happened when I went to that conference, I was at an energetic level that you get to when you're surrounded with millionaires and you hear stories of success that you're just craving for, that you really want. So what I did, everybody had checked out of the hotel. It was the last few minutes, and I knew that I had to do something. I had to create a video. And I was nervous, and I was thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do it? And I had to check out. I think I had 10 minutes, and I had to check out of the room. I had this stunning view behind me of the Gold Coast and the swimming pool behind me, the river behind me with all the sky rises and the highway. And I thought, this is it. I have to capture this moment. I have to put it in a video. So I was really nervous, didn't know what to say, and I did about 5 or 6 takes, started saying stuff, didn't like it, deleted it. Anyway, what resulted out of that was about a 4.5-minute video that's actually changing my business. Now, this video that I kind of took seriously at the end of last year, so I've probably sponsored about 30 people, I think, this year using that video technique. So I'm sharing it with the guys who are in the team, who are in the downline, who are at the ambassador pack level, because I'm serious about success, and I want to share that success with everybody that's joining or jumping on this team to get that success. So if the girls down the bottom there could just quickly give a quick testimonial of their experience with this business, with this team, and with the video, please share. Who wants to go first, and where are you from?
Okay, I'll start. Might as well.
Yeah.
So my name is Rita. I'm from the Gold Coast, and I knew about your video straight from the get-go, but I just thought I knew it better and wanted to make my own, which I did. It didn't work as well as yours. The reason why is because I made it from home. I mean, I had the excitement, and I thought, as I was saying, all the right things, but it wasn't there. My energy wasn't right. So I did get actually quite a few leads through that, but it wasn't the good leads. It wasn't quality leads. So I let it go for a while, and a couple of weeks ago, I think now, I saw it again that you were using it, and I keep watching what an amazing success you've had with your own video, and I decided that I would give it a go myself. So I have started it only a couple of days ago, and I've got quite a few leads already in. I've got about 6 follow-ups to do in the next 2 days. So the leads are flowing in. It's definitely working, but all I can say is the video, and we've been talking about this at the beginning of this hangout as well, that it's not enough to just have the video on your page and just expect miracles. The energy behind it has to be right, and when we talk to the people that inquire, our energy has to be right. We have to be upbeat and excited about this and really trust that we're attracting the right kinds of people, otherwise it's not going to work. It's just a tool. We have to feed it with the right energy to make it work. So that's all I can say. It's working for me. I'm riding the wave with it, and if it stops working, then I know that it's on me to make it work again, because it's an amazing tool, and I've done a great job, and all I can say is keep on using it, and if it doesn't work, work on yourself and try it again. All I can say.
Thank you, Rita.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I'll go next. I'm Kerry from Queensland, and also from Belgium, halfway across the world on a different day. So I have recently started using the video, and definitely it comes with the energy, because I had missed when you first posted the video. I totally missed it, didn't even know it had happened. But I also believe that was for a reason. I don't think I was ready to use this kind of a system, this kind of a campaign for marketing my business, because I needed to learn a few other things along the way before I got to this point. So I've started using the video now, and for me it has not just been about the leads that come in and the quality of leads that come in, because you are attracting quality leads because they're coming to you with the energy that you've put out. So they're going to be on that platform. But what this campaign and the video has really done for me and my business is allowed me to talk to people in a totally different manner, because they're coming to me, and I have no issue, no hesitation, and in fact I'm quite excited to pick up the phone and have like just a really beautiful, genuine conversation with people that just flows. You're not trying to pull teeth or get information out of anyone. You're just having a really genuine conversation with people, and that's been an absolute game changer in my business, personally and for my business. So now I can take that across the board to other areas that I'm marketing, or even just talking to people at a coffee shop or something like that. It's allowed me to calm down, go back to basic, and enjoy this business, because ultimately that's what it's about. I'll leave that part there.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Kerry. Okay, who's next?
Okay. I'll have a quick go before the kids start getting feral. Can you hear me? Okay. So I really, I think this is only the second time I've used the video. I used it a little while ago, and have I converted somebody from that? No, I had a few inquiries, but I don't think I had the right skills myself to convert them at that stage. So I found, and then I left it for a little while, and I found the more I worked on myself and listened to Jim Rohn and Eric Worre again, and people like that, and developed my own skills, then I felt more confident to try it again. Plus there was just lots of stuff going on, and I didn't actually get around to promoting it again. So I'm just doing it at the moment, and I'm finding, Anna, since you recommended targeting the self-employed and the entrepreneurs, that's what I've done this second time. The first time I targeted The Secret and that sort of group, and I got mainly women. Well, this time I'm getting all guys. I've had 4 men today on the phone. Bernie reckons it's because they just want to check me out. And I'm talking to these men for like half an hour, not about the business, about their life. Some of them I think might have just been calling to have a chat. They're getting off the phone with the buzz. I can feel them. They're like, thanks, Dee, that was awesome. And whether or not they go and watch the link or not is a different thing. Hopefully they do. No, I've sent the link to all of them, and some of them have even replied straight away saying, that looks awesome. I'm going to join in a few weeks. One of them didn't have a computer, so that wasn't very good. But I think, yeah, as soon as you start talking about the law of attraction, and you start asking them, what are you looking for? And they say, one of the guys talked about Anthony Robbins coming up to him in the airport. He'd just gotten off the plane from coming back from Singapore, and he was in Melbourne, and he said, I heard this American accent behind me, and it was Anthony Robbins. And he said, and all these things have fallen into place. And then I came home and I was looking on Facebook and I saw your video. And he said, all these things are coming to me. And I said, so you obviously looking for something, or something, you're waiting for something more to come into your life. And he was like, yeah, well, it's all coming to me all at once. So that's the angle I'm finding. People are starting, the people that have approached me have all been people that are realising that things are falling into place when they're ready for them. So then I sort of approach it from that angle, saying, well, obviously, are you looking for something else at the moment? These have all been busy business people. So I guess just listening to what they're talking about, what's going on in their life, is another thing to do, isn't it? Like if some of them are a bit like, oh, well, I don't know, I don't know what sort of career I want. I've got this happening, but I don't want to work the 14-hour days. But then you get the people that are saying, yeah, I do believe in the law of attraction and I want something more. So you just hone in on that, and it's been great so far.
Thank you. Jody, lucky last. You have to unmute yourself. You're still muted.
There, is that better?
Yep, perfect.
Yep. All right. Okay, so I'm Jody. I'm from Orange. I joined Anna must be about 3 months ago now, I think, and I signed up and started using this tool about a month later. So I started using it, and I did okay. I got a fair few leads in the first one, but I wasn't really ready for that. I wasn't. I didn't have the skills. I didn't have the skills to do it properly, to talk properly, and just to make the connection with people and getting the numbers and things like that, because getting the numbers is just so crucial, and at that stage I hadn't really learnt that, you know. But you'll find once you start to talk to people, everything changes a bit. So I did that, and I did get one person from that, and that was really good. And then I tried it again another time, and I didn't really get anything from it, but still my skills were not right, and my whole self was not really aligned and in the right, had the right energy. So once I started to do a little more self-development and learning my skills better, you know, the same as the others have said, you know, the Eric Worre and things like that, learning the language and things like that, I got a lot better. I put a different energy out there, and I got quite a few leads and did quite well. This last time I've just signed up 2 people, which is really exciting. I had Anna's help for that, and I can't wait to get to be able to do it myself, to be able to get to that end myself. But in the meantime, I'm feeling very excited and very happy about it. So very grateful for the tool.
Awesome. Thank you, Jody. Well, you know, as I said, this really is just a tool. It's a tool that I'm sharing with the people who want success, because if it works for one person, the only reason why it won't work for another person is the skill level and also the personal development. So, and I got this background training because I was involved in a network marketing or online network marketing company where video marketing was their prime tool, and we used to use our upline and our leaders' videos. So that's where I got that technique from. That's where I learned all that. You know, it was thousands of dollars to be part of that. It was really hard work, really lots of training, lots of so many online techniques. So what I've done is I've brought that technique into this business with success. So what we're going to do, what we're going to talk about now is really how to do it, what you need to do. So, you know, all the girls who are using this technique already have their fan page. So you have to have a fan page set up. Now, I generally post this for everybody. I take care of it. I'll upload it to your wall, and I'll put the spiel in there, and then all you do is then you will either run a boost or you'll run a Facebook ad. So you can only boost a particular post a certain number of times. After that, you have to go into Ads Manager and run the ad. So everybody that's watching that knows how to do that at this stage. What we need help with right now is, okay, the conversion. What are the steps? So someone will comment and they will say, would love more information, please. Okay, so what's the first step when that happens? When that happens, I use my phone. I use my phone to get to my fan page, because if you're at your fan page and you want to send them a friend request and you're on your laptop or your computer, it won't take you to their home page, whereas on your phone it does. So you always send a friend request. That's the first thing. You have to get them on as a friend. Then after that, after they've sent you a friend request, it could be really quick, it could take days, doesn't matter. If they haven't sent me a friend request, then I will go back into that post, and I will tag them in a message saying, hey, so-and-so, make sure that they're tagged and say, would love to give you more information, please send me a friend request here. Now, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't matter. What we're doing is we're just sifting through the pebbles to get the gems. So that doesn't matter. There will be a percentage that you won't be able to reach, but there will also be a good percentage that you will be able to reach. So when they've sent you a friend request, if it's relatively in a short period of time, what I do is I send a message. Now, the energy with which I send that message is as though they're a long-lost friend that I've come across after so many years. I will send something like, hey, so-and-so, thanks so much for accepting my friend request or sending my friend request. Awesome, so great to meet you. So you watched a video that I posted on my page and you asked for more information. Do you recall? Then you leave it at that. Then they will come back and they'll say, because you want to not appear as a threat. You have to appear approachable, down to earth, the girl next door kind of person. Nobody wants to be sold to, but everybody loves to be guided and directed in life. So that's what I do. Then after that, so then they say, yes, please, I'd love some more information. Then you would say something like, awesome, fantastic. But what I do is hang on, how do I write it? So what I do is I give you a quick call to introduce myself before I send you some information. Would that be okay? Because you want to qualify, you want to never kind of step over boundaries, you never want to look like a salesperson, you want to make sure that you're asking for their permission to talk to them. And then most people have said, yeah, sure, here's my number. Boom. When you get someone's number, it's like the lottery, because they're giving you permission. They don't see you as a threat, so they've given you their phone number. And then you would say, fantastic, thank you so much. So when is the best time to give you a call? So then they will tell you when the best time is to give them a call. You make sure you have a diary system or some kind of a system to remind you of when to give them a call. So then the next thing is to do is to get them on the phone. Again, high energy level. You talk to them. You talk to them as though, yeah, like they're long lost friends. You'd say, hey, it's so and so. Thank you so much for. Oh no, you'd say, hey, great to meet you. So where are you from? So you're breaking the ice. You're trying to find some common ground. That's one thing that I learned in a sales technique. You find common ground so people can relate to you. So where are you from? Oh, awesome. Well, I'm from Canberra. How's the weather up there? Or just a little short, tiny bit of chit chat. Then you would say, thanks so much for asking for more information. So what did you like about the video that you saw? And what inspired you to make contact with me? What inspired you to reach out to me? Because we want to find their source of pain, because everybody has pain. So what we want to do is tap into their source of pain, because you're here to help them. You're not here to sell to them. You're here to help them to see if you can change their lives, okay? So when you come across as that kind of a person, you tap into their pain. Well, but somebody might say, well, look, I was really intrigued by your video. I'm sick of struggling and I'm sick of this or whatever, and your video just offered me a bit of help. Well, as for you guys, you would say, hey, I work with, thanks for messaging me about the video you saw on my page. So what did you like about it, and what made you contact me? Then you would say, well, I work with Anna personally and directly, and yeah, and you'd have to edify me a little bit, because you'd have to make it sound like, this is something really amazing, because it is, but you have to edify me and say, yeah, we work with Anna. Anna allows us to use this tool to help people change their lives, which is so awesome. She's a great leader. She's a whatever. You need to come across the words, because then you're helping edify me to a stranger. So that gives them then more of the believability. Okay, so that's really important. And then they'll tell you a bit about their pain. Why did they contact you? So then you want to kind of, okay, well, let me see how I can help you. So I find out a little bit about their story. What you want to do is like the Eric Worre technique. You want to get on the phone briefly, kind of short. You don't want to have a big conversation. You want to get on the phone and then get off the phone. Because if the more people ask you questions, the more you can talk yourself out of a sale. I used to do heaps of that at the beginning. I lost a lot of sales because I talked myself out of a sale. So I've learned, what I'm sharing with you guys is what I've learned over a 9-month period. I struggled in my first 9 months, and then December last year, I decided to take this business seriously, and it's just gone boom. And I have this with that video technique, which you guys use, it's leads on tap. All I need to do is run a campaign, and it's leads on tap. So I determine how much I want. I normally do I used to do a 4-day campaign. Now I do a 7-day campaign. Once I did a whole month campaign. So I did a whole month campaign. I think I sponsored 12 people. So you determine how much you want to, how much you want. The better you get at the technique, the more you hone down on your skills, the more you will convert. So after you've talked to them about their pain, you know, why did they contact you? Then what you would need to do then say, well, listen, let me share my story with you a little bit. So then you give them your story. Who are you? Why are you here in this business? Without mentioning what it is, without mentioning what we do, and without mentioning any costs or anything. I don't normally say share stem cell technology. If they are kind of asking a bit of questions, then I say, well, look, it's stem cell technology. But what I can do is I can share with you, I can offer you or share with you a video that will show you exactly who we are, what we do, and how we change lives. Is that okay? Because you're always asking for permission. And nobody has ever said, no, it's not okay. They say, yeah, it's okay, because they get excited. And you've got to talk with energy. You've got to talk with a smile on your face, because you know, these are all things that I've learned. And a smile on your face becomes a smile on your energy. So just keep that in mind. So after that, so then they say, yeah, sure, I'd love to watch a video. Then you say, fantastic, awesome. So what I can do, I'll send it to you via Facebook Messenger. Now, people have said that they've been emailing them links. No. You don't email anything, because people are on Facebook more than they are in their email. People are swamped with emails. All sorts of offers come in via email. They probably won't check their email, and you have no evidence or no proof to show that they have watched the email. Whereas on Facebook Messenger, you know exactly if they've seen it and when they saw it. So that's the technique that we use. You've got to get them on Facebook. You've got to personalize them, because then they can watch your posts as well, and they can your wall, and they can kind of, you know, suss you out. Are you genuine, or are you a rip-off scam artist or whatever? People need to know that they can trust you. So then I send it to them via Facebook Messenger. But before I send anything, I say, okay, fantastic, awesome. So this video does go for an hour, but it could be a life-changing hour. So what you'd need to do is either pour yourself a glass of wine or a cup of tea, and sit back and relax with your feet up, and then you'll love this video. It's fantastic. Then you find out, okay, so how soon will you be able to watch it? You never send off some information without setting up the next exposure. Now that's the Eric Worre. I've learned so much from Eric Worre's GoPro. So you always set up the next exposure. So if they say, well, I'm home today, I can watch it today, then you would say, oh, awesome. So if I called you tonight, you would have watched it for sure? Or if I called you tomorrow, you would have watched it for sure? Yeah, I would have watched it for sure. Okay, fantastic. So what's the best time for me to give you a call so that I can follow up? It's not you don't say follow up, so that I can answer any of your questions. So that's the technique. So, you know, you might need to rewatch this a few times, take some notes. That's okay, it doesn't matter, but that's the technique. Then you would send it to them via the Facebook Messenger. Say, hey, it's Anna here, or say it's whoever here. Here's the video that I promised I'd share with you. Just click on the link and enjoy, and I'll give you a call the following, or whatever time that you set it up. Now, sometimes people won't be available, sometimes they are available. It doesn't matter, but you will just keep following up with like exposures or messages. Don't bombard someone. You don't stalk anyone. If they're not responding to you, next. The world is full of people who want their lives changed. So, okay, so when you get them on the call, when you do the follow-up call, again, high energy, you say, hey, it's Anna. So hang on, what do I say? Can't remember. So I say, hey, so how did you, or how was your day? You could break up a little, have a little question, a couple of questions, see how they are, how things are for them. So you managed to watch the video, you got through it? And then they would say, yeah, I did. Then you would say, fantastic. Okay, so what did you like best? Did you like the product, or did you like the opportunity? Now, here's the thing about this video. the people that have seen it are already primed for the opportunity, and not the products, because they haven't seen the products. They've listened to about the opportunity, so you hone in. So you ask them, so what did you like, the products or the opportunity? Everybody says opportunity, but a lot of people say, well, I really like both. I love the opportunity and the products. And then you'd say, yeah, I know, isn't it amazing? Look, it's just, I always say, look, it's the best thing I've ever done. I'm just having a ball here. I just absolutely love it. Then you would say, so okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you then with, you know, with joining us? Where do you, how does it sit with you about joining us? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you with joining us, jumping on board with us? Okay, so that's the $1 million question. Someone says, well, I'm kind of at a 5. Okay, great. It means that they need some more information. If they say, well, I'm at a 10. Okay, awesome. So tell me what is there? What more would you like to know? What more is not? What's that 2%? How can we get you up to that? How can we get you to 10? That's what I sort of say, and then they will tell you that what they need or what questions they have. And then for you guys, this is the perfect opportunity. Now you guys need to inform me of when you're going to have that follow-up call. You need to give me 15 minutes warning or half an hour warning saying, doing a follow-up with so-and-so at such and such a time. Are you available for a 3-way if I need that? Because that's exactly what Jody did last week, and she signed 2 people up. They were so pumped, so primed, because then I will close the sale for you. I'll close the sale for you. So what happens? So what happens when you get them on a 3-way call with me? Or does anybody want to have any questions up until this point? Unmute yourselves and absolutely ask. Is there anything you need clarification with?
I've put a question there on the side.
Yeah.
So what if you send them a friend request and they return it and it's all good, and then you send that first spiel of, you know,
yeah.
And like I've had people reply with a dot. What does that mean? Am I missing something?
Next, because yeah, you get people. I don't know.
It means something that we not know about. Like I've had that many times. They just reply with a dot.
I would then just say, hey. I'd write back, hey, or a smiley face or something. I don't know what a dot means.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
If you've sent someone a friend request to you and they've accepted you, then you need to be really quick on that. This is a time frame thing. If they've watched the video, and they've accepted your friend request, you kind of have a 48-hour window to get something started.
Yeah.
Because remember, they're hot. They're already primed. They're already excited because they've seen something that's really kind of got them curious. It's inspired them.
Yeah. So if they don't reply to that first message, then don't bother with them. I mean, why would they expect?
Part of the first message, I'd give it a couple of days. I'd send them another question. Say, hey, it's Rita. Just following up with you. You had asked for more information about the video. Looking forward to sharing it with you. And leave it at that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I share a couple of mine?
Yeah.
So Friday night was probably the best one because I was very tired and I went, right, I've got to call this girl because I could just tell. I actually had clicked on her name a few times because I couldn't see the message, but I could see in my news feed so-and-so had commented. But I couldn't find the message, so I clicked on a name, and it kept coming up like what looked like, a hoax page or some kind of porn page or something. So I didn't sort of look at it straight away. When I came back to it, I went, I really need to just see what this message is because I couldn't find it. And I went back and I just tried to find her a little bit better. So I, actually went back in because I had that feeling like, something's pretty good here. Anyway, so by the time I found her, I messaged her straight away, and yeah, she was, and it was New Zealand. She's 2 hours ahead, so for her it was 10 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock for me, so it's getting quite late. She'd already been out to dinner. Well, she also was quite excited on the phone. We'd set up a follow-up call for Sunday, but I had a really good feeling that she was very interested. So as soon as she got off the phone, she started messaging me. Thank you. That's been the most amazing conversation I've had. Guess what? I'm already watching it, blah, blah, blah. And I woke up to messages from her the next day. I love it. I'm ready to go. So I think, you know, the time frame, that 48 hours, is actually really important, and the follow-up also really important in that short time. But I've had a couple that I have messaged and they haven't replied. Life just gets in the way, because I've since spoken to them and I've got the follow-up call booked in, and I found a way to sort of just reword the question. So one girl, I noticed she was a mutual friend of Stephen Baker, but no other Jeunesse people, but she was a football fan. So I thought that's why she's friends with him. So I just messaged her, hey, I see we've got a mutual friend in Stephen Baker. Great guy, do you know him personally or from his footy days? I work with him. And so she actually replied to that, because I just sort of was able to find some kind of neutral territory. But I had already sent her a message. Thanks for thanks for your comment on my page. Love to get some information across to you. Just sent you a friend's request, and I hadn't heard from her. So just sort of tried to find another reason. Well, this girl actually turns out to know Jeunesse already. So even on the phone, even on our messages, when I was trying to get her offline, she had said, oh, I know Stephen also through a mutual friend in Jeunesse. And so I just asked her, I said, are you involved with Jeunesse? And she said no, and our conversation continued. And then she said, I don't know anymore. So yeah, I just went, and then I went back to the script and said, if you would love to have a chat with you, and got her number. And so I've still got a follow-up call from her. So even though she was connected to Jeunesse already, she had nothing to do with it. So it's quite interesting the way some of them have already worked out. But yeah, the time frames, don't give up on people, because life just does get in the way, but don't be pushy.
That's right. Never, ever be pushy. We don't want to keep messaging someone and saying, where are you? Hey, listen, following up, you haven't responded. Don't worry about that, because sometimes, life gets in the way. You don't know what's happened in their life. You don't know what's happened in their story. Sometimes I get people a month later. So I'm still working with people that have seen my video technique back in January, because life gets in the way. And sometimes, I get out of the blue, I'll get someone that saw my video 2-3 months ago saying, I want to join. How do I join? So as long as you follow the steps, and what we want the people that are the red apples that are going to jump on board quickly. So then you do your 48 hours. You try and get them on the 48 hours, send them the friend request, make contact, be personable. Tell them this is the lynch. This is the lynch thing. How to get their phone number. That's what I've changed into that now, instead of just Facebook messaging, and that's really a high converter. I had a guy just recently, the guy who joined me recently in Melbourne. I got him on the phone, and he goes, look, I don't even know what this is, but he goes, I was really intrigued by your video, and I'm curious. I'm always open to looking at something new. And he joined last week, and he's coming to the conference. I had a lady as well just 2 days ago. She joined. She messaged me, and she said, hey, I know that you're really busy, but if you've got a moment, please call me. I'm happy to talk to you next week. I thought, we don't have time next week. I got her on the phone straight away. She joined that same day. Okay, so let's do the follow-up call. You've got them. They've watched the webinar. They've watched the webinar, and this is another way to qualify people. If they're going to sit there for a whole hour and watch the webinar, then they're serious. If they're not going to watch, I've got other people that have said, yeah, I watched the webinar, and then I message and say, hey, have you had a chance to watch the webinar, because they didn't give me a time. And then they would say, no, because I've got the kids all week. Well, too bad. Do the kids stay up till midnight? I don't think so. They're not dedicated. So you don't waste your time on those, because there's lots of other people. There's lots of other people who will follow up and do what you're asking them to do. So just focus on those, and your belief has to be really high. Once your belief is high, like Jody was saying, and Rita was saying, personal development, you'll start attracting those people into your experience, and you'll start converting. Like Jody, she's just come in alignment. An ambassador pack and a basic pack in the space of a couple of days. She's never done that before. Not like that. And actually, they're both from the video, so I know that she's in alignment. I know Rita's all of a sudden getting all these leads, because I'm still admin to your page, Rita. You can take me off admin if you like, because I'm looking at all these messages going, oh, yes! So it's so exciting for me. I love that. Now, okay, so let's talk about how do you convert them. How do I make a sale? How do I make a sale after I've got someone on the phone who's actually sat there and watched the whole hour? So I say on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? So sometimes I'll have someone that say, look, I'm a 10. And I'll say, fantastic. Well, aren't you amazing? I'm so proud of you for wanting to step up and take charge of your life. I really edify them for making the decision before they've even jumped on board. I say, and you always have to share your experience as well, because you have to transfer belief. Now, you just sharing your story and say, oh, but you know, this, that. No, we've made nearly 80 millionaires in 5 years. It's the most incredible journey I've ever been on. It's just absolutely changed my life. I meet new people every day that are going to be friends for life. It's just, you know, and when I share my story, I share my story about, look, I share my story, the corporate world, the party plan, when I was self-employed, an entrepreneur then, I said, you know what I found? I found after all of this experience, after years and years and years, that I got tired of trading time for money. Now, anybody, if you use that line, anybody that's on the call with you, most people are trading time for money. And if you're self-employed, I've got a self-employed story as well. My husband and I had a business for 15 years in a shopping centre. Yeah, great. We had a little bit of time freedom every now and then, but we had huge responsibility, tens of thousands of dollars, inventory, stock, taxes, and all that sort of stuff. So all of those people are going to fall into that category of either time poor, trading time for money all the time, or if they're self-employed, they've got huge expenses and huge responsibility. They'll always fit in those two categories. So you can work with them about finding which categories they're in and relating to their story. So you give them your story at the start. This is back at the start. So okay, let's talk about converting them. So they might just say that they're, yeah, look, I'm a 10. And then you would say, like I said, you edify them. Oh, what an amazing decision. I am so proud of you for stepping up and wanting to change your life. That's what I do. I have that full energy. And then I say, well, okay, well, great. Well, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to send you my link. And I'm going to send it to you in Facebook Messenger. And I'll show you what we do. And they'll go, yeah, great. Okay, so are you near a computer? So what you do is that you share with them step by step how to do that. And then they say, yeah, well, no, I'm not near a computer, but I'll get one. Or yes, I'm right here. I'd say, fantastic. Now, and in the meantime, while you're saying that, you will send your link. So you have to have your link clickable really quickly to send them the link, your link. Then you ask them to, then you talk them through it step by step. So you say, okay, great, so can you see the link that I just sent you? Yes, I can. Fantastic. I want you to click on that. So tell me what you see. So you're doing the same thing on your end at the same time. So share with me what you see. Okay, it's loading, or I can see this. You know, they share what they're saying. You say, fantastic. Okay, can you see my name up in the top right-hand corner? So sometimes it might take a little while to load, but you wait till they say, yes, I can. Oh, fantastic. Awesome. So can you see the Join Now button down on the bottom there? Yes, I can. Fantastic. Click on that. So then you walk them through step by step. People love being guided. So then you would say, okay, now I want you to see that choose region. Fantastic. I want you to click on that little arrow and choose Australia, and then continue. So and then you pause, you wait, you know, you walk them through it step by step. Then the next one. Okay, so what's the next one? So okay, I want you to tick those two little boxes down the bottom, the I agree and that you're not a MonoV active MonoV distributor. So click on both of them and then I agree. Okay, fantastic. Right, now what I want you to do is scroll, because they're on the Join the Jeunesse Parent Family page. Now what I want you to do is scroll down halfway down the bottom of the page until you see the starter kit. Can you see that? Okay, awesome. Now it's $32.95 to have this whole business platform, which actually gives you a business management system, a retail store, a wholesale store. You can actually read the information there because you get them excited because they're wow, okay, this is exciting. Then you say, well, now I'll show you the packs. The distributor packs, okay? So I want you to scroll down all the way to the bottom, and then you show them the distributor. You say, you see the basic pack? Great. Click on the view description. Okay, for this pack, you get this, you get that, you get this, you get that, and you know, you can say, oh, this is amazing, this product, or I love this is one of my favorite products. You get that. Then you would show them. Then you would say, see the $25 down the bottom? That's what you get every time you sell one of those packs. Because what we're showing them is what they're going to get. You're teaching them their benefit, not the benefit that you're going to get. So you're not going to say, you don't say, well, I'm going to make $25 if you buy that pack. No, you say you will get $25 for every time you sell one of those packs. Great. Now, these packs are specially designed at half price to give you the best option or the best opportunity to start using our products, to start learning about how they are and how amazing they are. Now, I want you to scroll all the way up to the Ambassador pack. I mean, I'm speeding this up a bit, but this is the system that I use. So I want you to scroll up to the top and see the Ambassador pack. Can you see that one, the second one from the top? Okay, awesome. So click on View Description. Okay, so now in this pack you get this, you get that, blah, blah, blah. You walk them through it. Then you would say, now see that $250. That's what you would get every time you sell one of those packs, which is really, really exciting. Now this pack, and I do say this pack is $1,100, and I say to them, I don't know where you are at the level, whether this is affordable for you, but I just want to give you some information so that you can understand so you can understand how this business works. Now, in order to sell one of these Ambassador packs, you really need to have one. You need to own one, because it's very difficult to sell one. So then you're feeding them the information about, okay, well then if I'm serious about this business, if I want this business to work, then that is really my best option. And then I say to them, it's the one that I got, and it's actually the one that's really helped me propel my business really quickly. So that's what you say. And if they say, well, no, it's not doable for me, then you would say, well, that's okay, no worries about that. What we can do is we can start you on the basic pack, which is fine, but we can upgrade you after that. So you want to make sure that you're there to support, not to push. And then, but I have had some people say, look, no, I'm just going to start on their basic pack. And then I say, okay, well, that's absolutely fine. Just know that when you do buy the basic pack, it's going to be really hard for you to sell an Ambassador pack, because people will ask you, so what did you start with? What do you own? Okay? So that's how I've sold, I don't know, 25 Ambassador packs, something like that. And that's the technique I use. But you do it professionally. You give them the ins and the outs. I've had so many people say to me, look, I wasn't even planning, I'd never planned to buy that, but I had the skill to sell it. So that's what you need to learn. You need to learn the skills. The thing about the Ambassador pack, you've also got to know about the benefits of the Ambassador pack and why the Ambassador pack. Because if someone buys their basic pack from you, I mean, I've had lots of basic pack sales too, that's okay, but I've had lots of upgrades. If someone buys the basic pack from you and realize that this is really a tough business, they can easily quit. When someone buys an Ambassador pack, they've invested and they've committed. And this is what I say to people. I say, well, look, my goal is to help you make that money back. So at least then you're in front, and you're not, you're in front and you've covered your expenses. And then after that, we want to get you making enough money to cover your auto ship as well. Does that kind of make sense? Has that helped at all?
Yes,
you can talk.
Yes.
Any questions?
Yeah, that was good. Do you ever tell them about the 90-day Sapphire level in the Ambassador pack?
Yeah, I'm sort of forgetting, because when I'm on live with someone, I've got the packs in front of me. Yes, I do. I talk about the benefits of the Ambassador pack. I say, well, here's the Ambassador pack. And then I say, well, here's the $250, and you'll get $250 for every one of those packs that you sell, which can be quite lucrative. That's what you say. Yeah. Now, what you do get with this pack, is 180 days of Sapphire level commissions. Now, I know that's a bit technical. I don't want it to go over your head, but what that means is that you're basically buying yourself into the position of a Sapphire, which is quite a significant rank in the business, rather than working your way up to it. Which gives you then a 6-month period to work your way up to that rank. Because you've got to know all these benefits. Even if you've got to jot them down somewhere, you've got to know the benefits so that you can so that it rolls off your tongue. That way people make an informed decision. If they say, well, no, I can't do it, it's not doable, well, that's okay. But I've also recently found out that they can upgrade from the Pearl pack. Did anybody know that?
Yeah, from any pack.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes. 100% sure. You can upgrade from any pack. Even if you buy an Ambassador pack, you can upgrade to the Ambassador pack again also.
Serious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all right. So
if
there
you
is.
started with Ambassador Pack, and if you, let's just say 90 days has passed and you haven't reached Sapphire, if you buy another Ambassador Pack, they make you Sapphire again.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't have the option of an Ambassador Pack in my back office though, because I bought one.
But you're already Sapphire.
Under your products, you don't have that under your product packages.
No.
I
bought the Ambassador Pack first off, and I had no other options in the packages where there was nothing.
Well, unless they changed it, but I did talk to, I think it was Angela at the time, but everybody that's bought an Ambassador Pack from me has still got Ambassador Pack in their back office. I also still have the Ambassador Pack to buy in my back office. I'll go back and check it now because it's been a while since I have checked, but it's definitely been there.
Well, I want you all guys, because you guys are all at Ambassador Pack level, of course, you're here with that video technique. But yeah, I need to check that. I'm not sure about that, but I did find out that you can upgrade from the Pearl Pack. So I would share with the person, if they can't do Ambassador, try and get them to, because if you can get them to the Pearl Pack, that's a $100 commission for you, and that's, what is it, 100 or 200 points upline.
Yeah.
I only thought that you can upgrade from basic.
That's what I believe. So now
I definitely think it was with one of, I'm sure it was with Angela at the time, but I'm talking probably about 4 or 5 months ago, because I was asking, is this just a European thing? Because I noticed at the first time with my European people that it was in their back office.
I'm going to put a post on JPO and just ask that question.
I woke up to a sign up in America. They bought the Pearl Pack, and I went, oh no, and I said, you can't upgrade anymore. And they said, why we didn't know? I said, well, I know you should have spoken to me before you jumped on board so that we could clarify stuff. And they went and checked in their back office while I was talking to them, and they still had the Ambassador upgrade available from a Pearl Pack.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so have you got any questions? Because we've been on for a while, so we can wrap up. But that's kind of, if you listen to this again, you take notes and you kind of do it in a point form. That's just how you do it. And the more often you do it, the better you'll get, and the higher conversions you'll have. Because this system works, it really does. And as Rita was saying earlier as well, Rita was saying that you can't really repeat this. So this is why. Anybody can use this. That's in our downline. It's reserved for our downline only. Here's another linchpin that you girls can use. You can offer people. You can say, well, Anna offers this technique. It's available to anybody that jumps in at the Ambassador Pack level. So we can teach you how to set this up and use it. Because remember, they've come to you via this technique.
Yep. So what period? Depends on each person as well, but I think they definitely need to get in and get started and get through the getting started training too, because this is a little bit more advanced.
Yeah. No, I don't want people using this until they've got the skill to use it. I didn't use this until I was Pearl.
Yeah.
This is a technique. It's not the technique. So this is just part of the toolkit, the toolbox to help you build your business. People still need to know how to message on Facebook. They still need to know how to approach their warm market. They still need to know how to build this business, even though as if they never even had this technique.
And
but
they have to have a page.
Pardon?
And they have a page as well with stuff on it, not just one video.
That's right. They need to have a fully functioning page with likes and law of, not law of attraction, but posts that are inspiring and motivating, because this is what our business. We're about changing lives. We're not about products. We are about youth, but we focus on changing our lives. That's my whole focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just checked. I still have the Ambassador Pack in my back office. Upgrade.
Okay, well that changes the game a little bit, because if you can sell the Pearl Pack, then you can sell an Ambassador Pack too. So I guess the Ambassador Pack, the upgrade would still be $225 commission. So if you sell a Pearl Pack, that's $100 commission. So you can essentially make $325 from a sign-up, which is exciting.
That's great.
Okay, guys?
Cool.
Great information. Thanks, Anna.
Okay, good. So watch this again if you need to. Make dot points. Get them on a three-way. I will convert them for you if you get them on a three-way. 99% of the time.
Can you maybe? I know that we've had a chat about this today, Anna, but can you please, and just because this is recorded for the other peeps as well, how to word when you have them on the follow-up call after they watch the webinar and their interest level is, let's just say, an 8, they say, well, I have a few questions, and then you go, okay, perfect timing. Well, how would you word to get them on a three-way with you?
Okay.
I know that now, but can you share that again, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so just say they're a 5 or a 6 or a 7 or an 8. Well, if they're 4 and below, then you would say, well, okay, well, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this isn't for you, and that's okay. We want people that want to be part of this. We want people that I say to people, I said, listen, go with your intuition. I said, that's what I did. I saw this, and I just said, stem cell technology, residual income. How do I join? And I said, and this is what I also say to people. I said, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know what I needed to do. I didn't know what techniques I'd use to I didn't think I knew I didn't want to bother my family or my friends, but I didn't know what I was going to do, but I followed my instinct. I followed my intuition. I said I will find the way, and I did. I jumped on and I find the way. So this is what I say, because people are going to say to you, well, how do you build? What do you do? Then you can share a little bit about what you do. You can say, well, I use this video technique, and I also have a warm market, and I do Facebook posts, I do attraction marketing posts. People will want you to give them some information about, can I do this? So that's what you want to. They want to know, can they do it? It's simple. Is it simple? Does it work? And can I do this? So you need to just convert it or have that, relay that message to people that it's simple. I mean, it's not easy, but it's simple. We just share links. We don't talk to people about this. We pique interest and we share a link. That's what we do. We're not here to sell, because people say, I don't like selling to my family and friends. Well, guess what? And this is what I have up on my board. I know how you feel. I felt the same. But here's what I found. See, I have that stuck up on my board, because I have tools and information and things stuck around me, because sometimes something might inspire you on their perfect comment on what they need to hear. So that's all they need to. Is it simple? Does it work? And can I do this? And you can say, I didn't know if I could do it either. And if people say, well, what do I need to do? I pull it back. I'm not going to get into conversation with them about what they need to do or what their techniques are or their experience. What I would say is, listen, I would say, well, I think the first thing you really need to do is make a decision. You really just need to decide, because then the hows will show up. So just make a decision. Does this resonate with you? How do you feel when you how do you feel when you think about being part of something like this? Because you need to affirm for them that they want someone to help them make a decision. That's what you're there. You're their like support person. You're the person that's going to help them alleviate any doubt. So if they're on an 8 or a 5, even if they're on a 5 or a 6, so what else? If they're on a 5 or a 6 or a 7 or even an 8, so what is it? What do we need to get? What do we need to be able to help you to get to a 10? Wait for their answer. Well, I would like to understand a little bit more about the comp plan, or how does the pay plan work. Well, what we could do. I've got the perfect video that I can share with you. Would that be okay? Okay, so, or you can say, or this is what you would say, well, what I can do, because remember, they've resonated with my video, they've resonated with my energy, and they're really courageous. You've got to think about it this way. They're actually really courageous to have reached out to someone, because they don't know if this is a scam. They don't know who you are. They don't know whether you're going to rip them off. So it's taken them courage to actually reach out and ask you for some information. So let's respect. I respect people on that level, and I say, good for you. Great. I'm really proud of you for wanting to step up and change your life. So then what I would say, how do you get them on a three-way call? Well, you know, if they're again, 5 to 7 or 8 or whatever. Well, what I can do for you is I can get Anna on the phone. Remember Anna who you saw the video? I can get her on the phone for you right now, and she'll be able to answer any of your questions. Would that be okay? Because you offer them that. Jody, how did you get them on a three-way call with me? Because Jody got 2 people on a three-way call, and we converted both of them, and straight after the call, I directed them, I got them to the yes, to say, yes, I'm in, I want this. Then I said, okay, fantastic. Well, what's going to happen now? Because then I will direct, and I'll say, well, what's going to happen now is that I'm going to hand you over to Jody, and Jody will help you jump on board with us. We're not going to. Jody's not going to sell you anything. Jody's going to help you jump on board with us. Then what we do is that we then connect you with our groups. So we'll add you to our Facebook groups. We've got 2 Facebook groups, and we've got a chat. Now, so I kind of share with them what's going to happen, and then I just pass on the ball. All right. So how did you get them on a three-way, Jody?
So one of them, she was. I had asked her about, where she was on the scale of 1 to 10, and she said, I think I'm about an 8, and I said, okay, well, what do you think, how are we going to get those 2 points? What can we do to get those 2 points for you, And she said, I'm just a little bit skeptical, I said, well, why don't I get you on a call with Anna, my sponsor, Anna's my personal sponsor. I can get you on a call with her, and she can talk you through it as well, So she said, yes, that'll be great, So we got that booked on, and she even when she was on the phone call with Anna, she says, Jody, we got the 2 points, so that was really exciting. And the other one, I knew that so I had failed to let her know, to make it clear that I wasn't Anna. So I thought that was in the video, and I had to kind of say, that's not me, that's Anna. She's my personal sponsor, though, So she was really connected to Anna. She felt a strong connection to Anna through the video. So I knew that she was going to need more, and so I just offered that straight up. I said, look, I can get you on a call with Anna. That's easy. I said, would you like me to do that? She said, yeah, that'd be really great, So we did that, and she signed up with an ambassador pack. So yeah, it's not hard to do. It's easy to kind of get them on there, because if they're not quite there, if they're not quite ready, that's like a next step for me. I found it was an easy next step for me to go, well, hey, how about I get you on a call with my sponsor? She's been doing it longer than me. She knows it better than I do, and yeah, that was it.
Instead of saying my sponsor, I think I'd say our team leader, maybe.
Yep, okay.
Sponsor doesn't qualify me in any way. Anybody could be a sponsor.
Yeah, I say I work really closely with Anna or whoever it is.
Yep. All right, no worries.
Thank you. Awesome. You have changed. I mean, I met Jody when she just joined. She travelled 5 hours or whatever it was from Orange to get to Sydney, because I was there for, I think was it a power session? You must have been a power session.
Yeah.
She was this shy little timid little mouse, and I just thought, this is either going to kill her or it's going to transform her, one or the other, and it's transformed her. I'm so proud of you. This is just the start. This is just the start for you. Huge things are coming your way.
I cannot
So
wait.
I'm seeing Jody found me with the video, didn't you, Jody?
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is the process repeating.
Yeah.
So all good, girls? Any other questions? I can let you go.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Good.
Fabulous.
Did I cover everything pretty much? I think I did.
Yeah.
Okay. So we walk them through. You get the process. I know it's a kind of long, drawn-out process. You can jot it down if you need to until it'll eventually just be second nature. I kind of had to find, because I created the video, I had to kind of try and find my feet and develop this. And I really think now that I have got it to a fine art of high conversion.
Can I just ask one more question? You mentioned that you sent the webinar link via Messenger. I have always said to them, can you send me your email address and I will forward you the video, and then what I message them in the email saying, can you please reply once you get this? Why is that not working as good? How can you tell on Messenger if they watched it? You can only see if they've seen it.
You can at least see that they've seen it. You can see that they've received it. But you can, and you know, usually they would reply with a comment. People have their noses in Facebook all the time compared to email. I barely ever check my email.
I make them reply to the email, and every single one said, "Got it, thank you."
I just think you get it to a platform of easy conversation, because conversation can go back and forth. If you create an email relationship, I've just never used that. Because you can't, emails get lost because so many come in, whereas in Messenger, I mean, they can always scroll back in email as well and find it, but I just think Messenger is so much more personal.
Yeah, it's quicker, definitely. I just thought maybe there is a way of that I don't know about that you can tell that they've actually watched it. Okay, cool.
I wouldn't use email at all, because I know that I did with the other company that I was in, it was all email marketing, and I mean, we had a special email, like I was using Aweber, so you could see who opened the email, but I just think this is fast, this is snappy, real fast. Let me send you the link right now, and you're on the phone with them while you send it, basically. So it just it takes it to a conversation level rather than an email level, because email is really not really quick conversation. It's a message here, and then who knows how long it's going to be till you get a reply, whereas on Messenger it's snap, snap, snap.
Yeah. Also, another question that I wanted to ask, if they say that they are not in front of the computer when you follow up with them, but they're ready to get started, would you ever say, okay, well, actually all I need from you, and just take their details and then do it for them?
I have had everybody get in front of a computer so far, and I've got over 30 people. If they say, well, they're not in front of a computer, I say, well, could you get in front of one, because I'd like to show you the process. Because I want to show you what I do, so that you know what to do when you're signing people up.
Yeah, and I did that at the beginning, and then somewhere someone said to me that don't do that. As soon as they say they're ready, if they're not in front of the computer, like at an event or something, then you take their and do it. Because another thing you can do with that is you can actually, once you have someone's details, before you put them in the system, and that's just a little trick I've learned the other day actually on a separate training, you can call all of your people who's sitting on the fence waiting, saying, listen, I've just got this person that I'm putting into the system right now. If you decide to join, I will put that person underneath you.
Absolutely. You can use bargaining tools. If someone says that they don't have the money even at the basic pack level, I don't let them go even at then. What I say to them is, I say, well, that's okay, that's fine, but what I would love for you to do is to get your foot in the door and secure a spot for you, because I talk to people every day, and I can start building your business for you until you're ready to start building it for yourself. Yeah. So, and that will be $32.95. How does that sound? And I have some that have done that and have done nothing. That's okay, it doesn't matter. But it gives them the chance that even if 12 months down the track, because what I also share with people after a few weeks have passed and they've got a certain amount of, or they wouldn't have any points, but they'd have people in their downline, I message them and say, wow, have you seen what's happened in your business? You've got 10 people in your team and you haven't done anything. So you're giving them the power of what what it goes. So Ambassador Pack is your goal. If that doesn't work, but that you always try for the Ambassador Pack, because you share with them the benefits. If that doesn't work, well, you can. I haven't done that yet, but you can go either Pearl Pack or Basic Pack. See, and if you get their details, Rita, the thing is that I say to someone, well, can you get in front of a computer? If they say no, you say, well, that's fine, that's okay. I can do it for you from my end while you're over the phone. Now, if somebody says that they want to do it for themselves at any other time, then you would say, well, I do it for you. That way we can iron out any hiccups that might come up or any errors, because I can't see it and I can't help you. That's why I like to do it for you, but I like you to watch what I'm doing so that you'll know what you need to do when it's your
I just really like that technique. If I do have, and every single one of us I think has people sitting on the fence, so at the moment I would maybe try that if they're not in front of the computer but they're happy for me to do it for them. Just to get my other people in. That's all. That's why I was asking. But yeah, I agree with you, because I do want to show them how it's done so they actually will know.
Yeah, well, see, if they're not at the computer, they won't understand the auto ship. They won't not understand the user URL. And then if they're not in front of a computer, they're usually going to be distracted because they're going to be looking at things all over the place. Yeah. I don't think I've signed up a single person that hasn't been in front of their computer.
Yeah.
I think the last guy that I signed up, I said, well, look, I can do it for you over the phone now. Are you near a computer? He said, no, I'm not. And I said, well, that's okay. I can just do it for you. I can do it with you over the phone. He goes, no, that's okay. I'll let you know when I get to a computer. And I said, okay, great. And he said, it'll be at this and that time. And it didn't happen at that time, so I thought, well, maybe I've lost him. But then he kept messaging me and assuring me, no, this is going to happen. And then the next day I got him in.
Yeah.
They can also do it on their phone. Not as easy, but if they're on fire and they're ready to go and you just want to roll with that, they can do it. I've had that. Actually, the girl yesterday signed up on her phone while we were there to just put her headset in and she obviously can't talk and do it.
Yeah, okay. All right, girls, any other questions?
No.
That's great.
All good?
All good. Perfect.
Hang on for you if you need anything. 3-way calls, we'll seal the deal. So go for it, girls.
I've got three scheduled tomorrow, so I'll let you know half an hour beforehand if I need you.
Yeah, perfect. All right, I'll stop the broadcast now. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys got a lot of benefit out of this. Okay.
Thank you in Melbourne.